Hey guys, thanks for tuning in and watching this video today. My goal is to go ahead and explain some of the processes that we go through when creating a full arch restoration and the different sequence of events that happens to get to the final prosthetic. We partner with Rowe Dental Lab. They're an Ohio-based lab, and we spend a lot of time with them doing the design process and designing the teeth based on that specific patient's needs and desires. Once we do collaborate on that design and have the prosthetic fabricated, they send it to us, and that is kind of where we are today, and that's where I'm picking up today, where what I have here is an initial prosthetic that was fabricated for a full arch for one of our patients. And this is one of the transitional prosthetics. And this is a high quality prosthetic that has a lot of detail and a lot of shape, so that not only this prosthetic will function well, will chew well, and will work well in their mouth, but it's a very attractive prosthetic that has a lot of great detail, shade, contour, and all of that. This prosthetic will be in function in our patient's mouth from anywhere from 3 months to maybe 6 months. And it's important that the patient that we as clinicians are in contact with the patients so that we can understand what feedback they are giving us from the prosthetic. So an example would be if it feels too bulky, or if it feels too thick, or if there's potentially some spots that don't feel right when they bite together and it doesn't hit properly. Those are all feedback that we take, and we make adjustments, we make notes, so that when we fabricate the final prosthetic, we've corrected all of those changes. This right here, what I have here, is an example of the final prosthetic. And it's very difficult to see without actually tactile feel, but from visual, these are very similar looking appliances. And that's such an important part to note, that we are spending so much time and effort creating the perfect transitional appliance that by the time we get to the final appliance, there isn't much change that needs to be made. So when comparing the two different types of prosthetics, you have your temporary prosthetic and then you have your final prosthetic. It's important to note that they are very similar, that the overall contour, the shape, the colors are going to be very similar to each other. And that's important because we spend so much time making that transitional perfect. We don't want there to be a lot of change because we want the patient to be very comfortable and confident in the temporary. However, with the final, the whole reason that this prosthetic is so strong and is so beautiful is it's made out of a very strong ceramic material called zirconia. And zirconia is a type of a ceramic that has very, very strong properties, but it also has properties that allow it to be very beautiful and lifelike. It's the best combination between strength and form and function, but also beauty and aesthetics. And this is something that this prosthetic is a lifelong prosthetic. It's something that can really stand the test of time of chewing and biting and eating, every day, which is what the demands of teeth have. Now, these temporary prosthetics, they're still very strong and they're still very aesthetic, but they are an acrylic-based material, so they are not going to have the ability to stand up long-term to the everyday forces that are needed. They do what we need over the few months that they're worn, and we trust them, and we really feel confident that they're going to last. But when it comes to years of being in function, they're just not going to handle the stresses that the ceramic restorations are going to have. The ceramics are the material of choice really for all modern day dentistry because they have the ability to be used in so many different techniques, with everything from single teeth to full mouth restorations. And they're a upgrade from the metal materials that we used to use years ago. And they're able to be milled and designed digitally, which is another advantageous property about them. So to summarize, your temporary materials are going to be made out of a resin acrylic base. They're still going to be high quality, very high functioning, very high aesthetics, but we're going to have an extreme upgrade to the zirconia ceramic, which is going to have that strength, that contour, that feel, and the beauty to last truly a lifetime for the patient. So the main reason that we have our patients wear temporaries is that they can really get to know their bite and get to know the feel of the prosthetic. It's important that we spend so much time to design this properly for the patient, because we really want them to know what they're getting and what to expect for the final. So the way I describe it is it's a true test drive of the teeth before we go to the final ceramics, so that they can identify any problems or any issues that they might have in the temporary phase, so that we can sort out those issues and get them corrected before they get into their final prosthetics. Over the years, I've been able to work with lots of patients that have had issues with their final material from other clinicians around, and the problem was they were not able to really know what they didn't like because they weren't able to wear a true temporary. They went sometimes from like a denture right into their final prosthetic and never had the chance to really feel it out. So the main point of wearing the temporary and getting used to it and getting to know what you have is so that we can identify any problems prior to there being the finals fabricated. And a lot of times the issues are minor and they can be worked through very easily, but either way we want that to be identified prior to the finals. One of the additional steps that we take in our office is we fabricate a second set of transitional prosthetics for every single one of our patients prior to going to the final prosthetic. And that is something that we have found over the years to be a very advantageous process, because what we're able to do is give our patients a true test run of their teeth before going to finals. So each step along the way, we're able to get a more customized, more perfected prosthetic. And that way, in their second set of prosthetics, they are truly able to have a feel and a look of what that final is going to look like. And that way, if there are any issues at all, we're able to truly identify it and work through those small problems before going to final. And it's a step that we pride ourselves on, because we spend the extra time and the extra effort to truly go the extra mile so that our patients can really feel confident that when they get to their final teeth, there are going to be no surprises in the looks or the feel or the bite, that they can truly be excited for that visit and go right into their final prosthetics and feel so comfortable that they're going to love them. And also for us, that we're very confident in that delivery, because we have really had them wear a test run of teeth for sometimes several months prior to that delivery. So again, it's important that we communicate with our lab all the changes and the minor adjustments we need to make. And also it's important that we communicate with our patients, that we can really figure out if there are any issues and get that feedback for them so that we can adjust as needed. So we spend so much time, like I mentioned, with the communication with our lab, with our patients, so that we all can be on the same page and really get the best outcome possible for each and every one of our patients. Because at the end of the day, that's what we're here to do, is to deliver a beautiful smile and really make these patients happy. During the process of wearing the transitional prosthetics while you're healing and while you're getting used to all the teeth, is we spend an entire appointment talking about all of the specific customizations that are possible with the teeth for our patients. So some of the specifics that everyone know about would be the teeth shade, the teeth color. And we have a whole index of colors that we can choose from, different translucency patterns and different characteristics that can go into each teeth. We also talk about the shape of the teeth. Some people have more pointy teeth, some people have more round teeth, but we spend a lot of time going through each one of those features, and it's specific to each patient. And then also everything from the gum shade or the gum color. When appropriate, we're able to select very unique customized colors for the gums, because each patient does have a different shade or different characteristic in the gum pattern. So those are all details that we spend a lot of time reviewing with the patient and making sure that we communicate that with our lab, and also making sure that our lab is able to provide that high level of customization, because just like everything, not everybody is the same. So we've spent a lot of time with our lab communicating those features and really trusting their ability to deliver at a high level each and every time. All right, guys, thank you very much. Please like, share, or comment if you have any other topics that you'd like to hear from, because we'd love to be able to kind of share and help everybody learn. We want to really make sure people understand that us dentists, we're nice people, we're kind people, and we're here to take care of you. All right, take care.